Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about how to glow from the inside out. And today I want to round up my top 5 favorite ceramide skincare products. Now, let me tell you, I have been on a roll updating my top 5 series. I did one a couple of years ago, but it's definitely time for some updated picks. And so I've already done my top 5 essences for 2025, my top 5 toners, and I was going to do my top 5 serums. And let me tell you, as I was trying to round up these products, I couldn't pick just 5. And I was like, well, maybe I'll do a top 6. Well, maybe I'll do 10. And like, that's too many. And I realized a lot of the products that I wanted to fit into that video were ceramide products. And I was like, you know what? We're going to reinvent this just a little bit. And I'm going to break this out into a top 5 favorite ceramide skincare product video because I've never done one. And I feel like I need one because quite honestly, what am I always talking about? Ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, right? The holy trinity. These are the ingredients that keep your moisture barrier strong. And you know I'm all about the skin barrier on this channel. So today I want to share those favorite ceramide skincare products with you. And I will be doing my top 5 serums in a couple of weeks. Don't you worry. But right now I want to focus in on all those good ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. If you're so ready to find out my top 5 favorite picks, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. Number 5, Torriden Solid In Ceramide Essence. So this essence contains 5 different types of ceramides. We have cholesterol, and then we have fatty acid content coming from the baobab seed oil. And this product also features a good amount of panthenol. And I feel like the entire Solid In line from Torriden is really featuring the interplay of the beautiful ceramide lipids, which are moisturizing and barrier supportive, and then the panthenol, which is really watery and juicy and hydrating for the skin while also being supportive for your moisture barrier. So it's a really interesting product because it has this beautiful gel-like consistency. It is very hydrating, very watery. It dives deep into the skin. So if you have dehydrated skin, this is going to feel very replenishing to your very dehydrated, tight skin. It's going to get deep down into the source and really replenish it and plump it up and give it a good drink of water that it's desperately craving, right? And because it has more of this hydrating gel texture, you get this kind of plumpness and bounciness at the top of your skin. Like your skin's going to feel really like bouncy and really, really smooth and just like tented up from all that hydration that it provides. But then there's just this kiss, this really light moisture right at the surface of the skin. It is not oily. It's not like a film. You know what I mean? It's not occlusive, but there's just this little like skin softening, skin conditioning, moisturizing feel that just hugs all the hydration in while still allowing your skin to breathe. Now, I will say they do call this an essence. You can use it like that if you want to. If you want to use a toner and then like this as an essence and then maybe an additional serum, go for it. If you want to streamline your skincare routine and you want to use this essence like a serum, go for it. It's actually a good value too because you get about 100 milliliters in this essence bottle, which is like double a very generous serum in K-Beauty, right? So you could be saving yourself a lot of money, but I don't think that you would be cutting out a lot of benefits from your skincare routine. And I'll let you know, that's pretty much how I use this product is like a serum because it offers so much. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not including a product with the name serum on the bottle, if you know what I mean. So my recommendation for this, I think I've kind of already said it, but I'll state it again. Oily skin types, I think will enjoy this. Combination skin, I think will enjoy this. Folks just across the board who have very dehydrated skin and are looking for very hydrating products to really soothe that symptom. You don't want to just hydrate your skin. You want to also strengthen your skin barrier. And this product does both of those things beautifully. You don't always have to like douse yourself in really heavy and rich and moisturizing cream-like products in order to keep your barrier strong. This is a great example of a lighter version of that. And if you're looking for a review on the Solid In Cream from Torriden, I do have a video talking about this line and comparing it actually to another line from Skin 1004 with some great ceramide content in it. So you can definitely check that video out. I'll link it now on the screen or in the pinned comment below. Number 4, Haruharu Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. Now this is a little bit of a newer addition to my favorites category, but quite honestly, I am in love with this product. And I will say it wasn't love at first use, but this product grew and grew and grew on me that by the time my bottle was empty, I didn't want to let it go. And if you've been watching my videos over this winter, in November, in December, in January, and even a little bit into February, I couldn't stop using this. I was like, I know it's getting boring for you, but like, I can't let this go. So this essence contains 5 different varieties of ceramides. We have cholesterol and we have fatty acids. Now at the top of the video, I did mention that those 3 ingredients are what I call it the holy trinity of barrier care ingredients. And for good reason. I mean, these are the 3 main lipids that make up the skin barrier. Your skin barrier is made up of about 50% of ceramides, and then 25% of cholesterol and 25% of fatty acids. And so these lipids help to create that strong structure in the moisture barrier that helps to keep all the moisture or the hydration deep within your skin. But it's a two-way barrier. So it holds all the good stuff in, right? But it's also a protective barrier that keeps all the bad stuff out. And so that's why oftentimes when your moisture barrier is weak or damaged and it's not effectively defending your skin from the outside, you will see an uptick in things like acne, because that bacteria is more easily able to pass through the skin. It's not being defended basically, and fended off by the moisture barrier. When your barrier is weak or damaged, think about it like holes, right? Gaps in that barrier. Ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, these are the 3 main lipids that make up that barrier. When you put them in your skin topically through products, right, it can actually go exactly where it needs to go to heal everything up and make that barrier strong again. So this product does contain the Holy Trinity. But what's interesting about this product is in the marketing, they claim that this product actually contains the golden ratio of those particular products. So it's like a 3-to-1-to-1 ratio of ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids, because having those 3 ingredients is really good. And there is theory out there that having them in this ratio relative to each other can be even more healing for the skin. And so Haruharu is claiming that they have done that here in the formula. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's super duper necessary. I used to be really on board with this theory when I first started getting into ceramides, but in practice, I think just having a nice robust skincare routine that helps to address all different facets of your skin barrier will do you good. You don't always have to like nail down on this like very specific thing. But if you're interested in it, this product supposedly has it. A couple of other interesting ingredients here. We have sunflower seed, meadowfoam seed, as well as squalane oils. And that actually really does contribute to a very rich essence. This ain't your watery, hydrating, plumping essence. This is a straight up silky cream. It is very thick, and there is a very rich moisturizing slip to this. It is very nourishing, very moisturizing, very comforting, and very nourishing for very dry skin. And I cannot emphasize that enough. This is so moisturizing. I hesitate to recommend this for anybody who does not feel like their skin is dry right now. And that's actually why I said I didn't love this at first. Actually, this felt a little bit too heavy for my combination skin at the end of summer, beginning of fall, which is still very mild where I live. And so I was still dealing with a little bit more oiliness. This felt a little heavy for me personally. So I put it on a shelf. And I was like, soon, your time will come. And then November rolled around, end of November, and it's getting cold, it's getting chilly, it's getting dry. My skin is feeling it. My barrier is being tested by this harsh Midwestern winter that's starting to roll in, right? And so I brought this into my routine at the beginning of winter, starting, at the end of 2024, and it never left my routine. As I mentioned before, like I can't stop using this product. And it really helped to keep my barrier so strong this winter. And not only does it keep your skin strong, it keeps your skin really moisturized. I call it chewy, dewy skin. So it's not just skin that is like shiny on top. It's skin that is like deeply moisturized, very plump, very smooth, and very like elastic and bouncy and plump, right? And firm. And I feel like this product really contributes to chewy, dewy skin. My skin just looks so good using this. I was like, yeah. Not just shiny, but like luminous. If you feel like your skin is dry right now, maybe you don't have a dry skin type, but maybe you're like me. I have combo skin that feels very dry in the winter. You will enjoy this when your skin feels dry. If you have dry skin, you're going to like this. If you have oily skin, I don't know. You know, you may be one of those oily skin types that likes to play a little like fast and loose. Sometimes you like to use these milky toners as your moisturizer. This could work for that potentially, but just know this is one of the thickest moisturizing essences and toners I've ever encountered. Number 3, Illiyoon Ceramide 80 Concentrate Cream. Now, this is a product that I love to bits and pieces and have since 2019. I absolutely love this moisturizer, and it is actually something that I started using not when my moisture barrier was like completely damaged to the point I thought it was broken, like I was never going to have a moisture barrier again. But I used it after I had gotten over the worst of that, and I was still dealing with a lot of skin sensitivities, and my moisture barrier was very temperamental at that point in time. I had healed it and gotten it to a good spot, but it was very much like, I don't want to accept fragrance. I don't want to accept essential oils. I don't want to accept a lot of change in my skincare products. Like, I'm being a little bit of a diva and I need you to continue to nourish and pamper me. And that's when I started to use this product. So it is something that really keeps your moisture barrier nice and strong, and it offers a good amount of moisture, a good amount of occlusivity, which I find if you are prone to dehydrated skin like I am, as I've mentioned, and I want to say it again because this is so important. If you know you have dehydrated skin, but you haven't quite figured out how to address that in your skincare, please understand the root of your dehydrated symptom is not that your skin needs more and more and more hydration. It's that your skin needs more hydration and you need to strengthen your skin barrier by using ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids, as I've already said, right? But I just want to say it again because that's often the missing link for folks who are struggling to address their dehydrated skin. And I say that from personal experience. And so the Illiyoon cream has the ceramides that strengthen the barrier, but then it offers occlusivity, which is really nice because that acts like a temporary barrier to help hug in all your skincare, right? Kind of like we talk about with slugging, right? It's a little bit of a milder version of slugging that just helps to hold everything in place. And if your barrier is a little bit weak and you are suffering with dehydration, an additional layer of protection at the top of your skin to resist the hydration escaping your skin so quickly, very, very helpful to healing up that skin, right? So it's a great property to find in a moisturizer for that skin condition. Let us talk ingredients because I understand people get kind of confused about this product. In the name, it says that there is ceramides. It is a ceramide focused cream. But when you look at the ingredients, you're only going to see ceramide NP, one type of ceramide, very close to the bottom of the list. And I know a lot of people start to be like, oh, that's shady. Oh, they say they're ceramides, but there's only like, a fraction of a percentage in there. Okay, hold on. But a lot closer to the top of the ingredients list, we have an ingredient that goes by the trade name Ceramide PC 104. It's a very long name. I don't even want to attempt the pronunciation. I'm putting it on the screen. This is what you're going to see in the ingredients list. This is a ceramide that helps to strengthen the skin barrier. Now, they're also using cholesterol, fatty acids, as well as an ingredient called phytosphingosine. If you are interested in ceramides, right, you're watching this video and you're all about barrier care, you should know phytosphingosine. This is a precursor to ceramides, and it's another barrier restorative, barrier strengthening ingredient. Really nice to see on the ingredients list when you're focusing on that in your skincare routine. So this has a really creamy, almost fluffy texture, but it is a medium weight cream moisturizer. And it has such a lovely feel to it because this is something that feels like it sinks really deeply into the skin and does a lot of the moisturization and the nourishment deep within the skin, which feels, if you've had a broken barrier, if you've suffered with really bad dehydration, you know how important this quality is for it to get deeper into the skin and to really soothe the skin at a deeper level. This cream does it. It doesn't just sit on top in a thin layer. It really absorbs quite nicely into the skin to calm it, to soothe it, to comfort it. And then you feel this nice rich slip. There is a little bit of oil content in here that feels very moisturizing, skin softening, very smoothing, and then that nice occlusivity. It's coming from dimethicone. It is breathable in my opinion, but it's protective. And I think that it's going to be best for combo skin that leans a little bit dry, that suffers with a lot of dehydration. If your skin is classically dry, this may or may not be enough for you still. It's one of the richer K-beauty creams out there, but I still feel like K-beauty doesn't always do truly the classically dry skin moisturizers super duper well. Number 2, Paula's Choice Omega Plus Complex Serum. Now, if your skin barrier has gone off the deep end, it is damaged, it is broken, it is in need of a lot of help, this is one of the products that I would recommend. A lot of what we've talked about can be good for a damaged moisture barrier. I think they're a little bit more focused on strengthening and maintaining, right? Or helping with a weak barrier. But if it's really, really bad, I would actually suggest using multiple ceramide products. But something like this is a very high quality, very concentrated, and very smartly formulated barrier repairing product, right? And so here, the story we have with the ingredients, 5 different types of ceramides. We do have cholesterol. We have a ton of fatty acids. And that's actually where the name omega is coming from and what it's referring to. It's referring to not only that there are fatty acids in here, but the type of fatty acids. Omega fatty acids, omega 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. So fatty acids, as I said, make up 25% of the skin barrier. Omega fatty acids, 3, 6, and 9, can be very beneficial for barrier healings, especially omega 6. Fatty acids have a pretty good direct link to your skin barrier and your skin barrier health. It has a really interesting texture for being a serum because it's quite creamy. It doesn't really have like a plumping, hydrating factor. Like some of the creams can kind of have like a panthenol kind of feel, kind of a bouncy gel-like quality in a cream. This doesn't feel like that. It is a straight up cream serum. And because it does have so much fatty acid content, it is quite rich as well. So just be aware of that. So it's a cream, but it still functions as a serum. So it spreads into a nice thin but rich layer, very good absorbency into the skin, but it is going to feel a little bit more creamy, a little bit more, even a little bit more oily for some folks, more nourishing, rich, and it is going to feel a little bit more protective. I don't find it to be heavy, but my skin can sometimes behave like dry skin and can accept very creamy layers very easily. If you don't have that type of skin, just be careful because it can feel a little bit heavy. But as I mentioned earlier, sometimes your skin barrier is going through it so badly, skin types kind of go out the window, right? When you're focusing on repair. And first and foremost, I would recommend this for repair. It's also good for keeping your skin barrier strong when you're using strong actives like tretinoin, retinoids, and vitamin C. It's great for that too, but it's just, I know when you're desperate and your skin is like, it feels like it's broken and it's never going to heal, you need hard hitting recommendations. I'm going to put a star on this one as a hard hitting recommendation for repairing the barrier. And number 1 is Stratia Lipid Gold. You're not surprised. I know you're not, because this is the product that healed my damaged moisture barrier all the way back in 2018. That's right. This is the product that it's so near and dear to my heart because it was so crucial for my healing journey with my skin barrier. And not only that, I have been loyal to this product since 2018. I have been using this over and over and over again in almost every single routine. Here and there have I deviated for sure. I can count on maybe like one hand the few times that has happened, but I have been purchasing this throughout the years and staying loyal to it. You've seen my routines, the receipts are there, right? I have been using this since 2018, and that is a huge thing to say, I think, for anybody who's into skincare, right? You know, we have our holy grails and yet we still get bored and we still kind of have a wandering eye and we want to try different things, right? But not only that, I mean, I review skincare on this channel and I have been doing it since 2018. There's definitely an incentive to keep things fresh and new and talk about new things all the time. But I mean, when it comes to this product, I just can't. I love it so much. And for me personally, nothing has ever topped it. And this is going to be in that same category as the Paula's Choice Serum. Gold star for this one if you're looking for a serious heavy hitter when it comes to repairing a damaged moisture barrier. This formula does not play. We have 3 different different types of ceramides in here. We have cholesterol, we have fatty acid content coming from a variety of different oils that they're using, which, oh, by the way, the oils have a rich omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acid profile, right? So you see how different ways that you can do this, right? But you see some of the building blocks of what is very crucial for strong moisture barrier or skin barrier health, right? So the oil content here has good omega fatty acid content. Now we also have 4% of niacinamide, and I've already covered that niacinamide 2% and up can be very helpful for helping with your body's own synthesis of ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Let's talk about the texture and about how you use this product, right, in your skincare routine, because it is a cream texture, but it actually, as you spread it, you're going to realize it's a cream lotion texture, but it's very thin, and yet it's very rich and very moisturizing. Now they're currently marketing this as a barrier serum slash lotion hybrid, and so that actually really speaks to the flexibility of this product. And I've been saying this for years, how flexible it is, and use it how it makes sense for you and your skin type. You could use this as a moisturizer, as like a lotion type moisturizer to finish off your skincare routine, something that is nourishing and skin softening and a little bit rich, but not heavy and dense like a cream. It's not going to weigh your skin down, but it will moisturize it. But remember, very light texture while still being moisturizing. You can also layer this under a moisturizer and use it like a serum or a treatment type product. Because of all the active ingredients in here, you're not missing out on anything if you use this like a serum. So oily skin may enjoy this. Combo skin, I think you will like this. Dry skin, I think you'll like it as like a serum or like an additional lotion underneath your moisturizer, because it does bring some richness. I will share my personal favorite way to use this is actually after serum. I will take a pump of this and then I'll mix in like 2 to 3 drops of a facial oil into this. And that, just for me, I really like oil. As I mentioned, omega fatty acids can be beneficial for dehydrated skin. It's beneficial for your skin barrier. I find adding an oil that's rich in omega fatty acids very beneficial for my dehydrated skin. And this is a way for me to get those layers into my routine without separate layers that sit thick on top of the skin. When you mix them together, they absorb into the skin a little bit better and they don't feel quite as thick on the skin. So that's my favorite way to use it, but I've already mentioned a couple of other ways that you can add it into your routine. I think it's reasonably priced. I think it's a good size. It's a formula that just does not quit. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed that roundup of my top 5 favorite ceramide skincare products. Let me know your favorites in the comments below. If you love this video and it helped you out, but you haven't hit subscribe yet, please, before you go, hit subscribe. Come join our skincare community, especially if you love barrier care, if you love Korean skincare products, if you love gentle skincare. That's what my channel is all about. So turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop. I love you so much. Thanks for being here with me today. Please remember to keep shining your light. We need you. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.